Today we're making Halloween lollipops that'll look perfect in any party or Halloween decor setting. These lollipops range in size from 7 to almost 8.5 feet tall, so join me for this amazing tutorial. To begin, we need insulation foam board. Now they sell these at the hardware store in measurements of 4 feet by 8 feet long. This one is 2 inches thick. They make them thinner, but you don't want to go thinner because it could easily break in a stormy weather, snow, rain. So always go with the 2 inches thick. Next, we're going to use my projector. I got one on Amazon. I use it all the time. Inexpensive, and it's so worth the money. We're going to turn off the lights. We're going to project an image from that onto this, then outline it with a pencil, a pen, or a marker, then use our jigsaw to cut out the shape. And we're almost halfway there, so let's get going. Before we continue with this tutorial, I wanted to show you all the first book that I've written. It's called Little Olive and the Wally Bat, and it's rated for kids ages 2 to 6 years old. It follows a brave little olive that gets lost and is found by a very helpful brown bat. This is the first book I've ever written, and I'm super excited about it. It's available on Amazon via paperback or Kindle. So if anyone wants to support me or read it to their kiddos, go check it out. The link is in the bio of the video, Little Olive and the Wally Bat on Amazon. Now let's get back to this amazing tutorial. So this is the shape I got, and the cool thing is, if you want to make it bigger or smaller, you just need to move further back to make it bigger, or we can move closer to make it smaller, as you can see. So once you've cut it out, this is what it should look like. And now the step we're about to do here is totally optional. I just like going the extra miles for the details because I'm all about the details. As you can see here, it's very sharp, our cuts. You know, we're just cutting down with our jigsaw. But if this is gonna be like a cake pop type of lollipop, it needs to have more of a rounded edge. So I get my insulation cutting knife, which is so awesome. Everyone should have this. And I'm simply going to, let's see if I can show you. We're going to go at an angle, and we're simply going to cut it like this. Okay, I'm doing an awful job, but there we go. We're cutting it at an angle, and the reason we're doing that is so that we can get some sandpaper and smooth it out. Let me show you how I did the back side of it. As you can see, we just cut the hard edges out like this so we can get our sandpaper to smooth this so it's a rounded edge and it looks a little bit more realistic. Like I said, this is totally something that is optional. You don't have to do. See, just like that. And get rid of that. And just like that. So like that. And this is what it should look like once you're done sanding it. You see, we have smoother edges. So for the lollipop, we're actually going to make it a jack-o'-lantern lollipop that looks like it had a bite taken out of it. So I'm going to draw a jack-o'-lantern on it and then draw sort of a bite mark on the upper right-hand side. I'm going to show you right now. It's super simple. You can make it any style you want, but this is what we're going for here. Now we need to paint our lollipops and Halloween candy. for this one that has the bite taken out of it, as you can see, I made the mouth bigger, so it's perfectly fine. We use marker. This is all gonna get covered with paint, so it doesn't matter if you mess up. I just wanted the mouth a little bit bigger. Clearly, I was struggling with the eye because it took me so long, but now we're gonna paint the entire thing orange. So a couple things. Marker doesn't hide well when we're on insulation foam board. It doesn't hide well at all when you paint over it. So either we use a primer, a white primer over it, let it dry, and then paint it orange, or we paint it orange twice. I'm just gonna paint it orange twice. Everything's gonna be orange, and then we're going to go in with black and fill in this area. As you can see, it'll be more difficult to fill in these spots here than it is here, so I'll probably change that a little bit to make the teeth less jagged. The eye will be black, a little bit here will be black as well, and then some of in here will be black as well for the mouth. And then everything else is orange. So after we're done with this one, we're going to go to the candy corn lollipop. We're gonna paint those as well with the candy corn colors. And we have our ghost that we painted white. So we're doing excellent. Now we're gonna paint the mouth and the eyes black so that we can finish up this pumpkin lollipop. For our final Halloween candy, we're going to be making Halloween themed lollipops. I have here pool noodles. I have 2 orange and 2 black. I also have a glue gun and my Gorilla Glue glue sticks. We're going to need plenty of these. We're also going to need heavy duty tape or masking tape, preferably clear, but you could also get some that is black or even duct tape. What we're going to use it for is to tie these ends together. Actually, we're going to do black, orange, just like this. I'm not going to show you detailed steps on how to make this lollipop only because I've already made an amazing tutorial on how to make lollipops out of pool noodles. I'm going to try to put the link all the way up here and click on it. It shows you a step-by-step process on how to make pool noodles for parties, Christmas, or other holidays. I made a wooden contraption that made making these lollipops so easy. In the past, I hated making lollipops because they were so tedious, so strenuous, so time-consuming. But by making this wooden contraption, it makes everything so much easier. So definitely check it out. Link is up there, and maybe you can make a bunch of them yourself. So I'm gonna just do a time lapse of showing myself putting this together so we can finish off this Halloween-themed candies. So to finish off the lollipop, I have these ping pong balls that I got here. There's this awesome bag that I got. We're going to place them strategically along the lollipop as if they're sprinkles. Make sure you put the logo facing down. We have our glue, our hot glue. We're going to put some right there on the logo, just like this. Some healthy amounts, and then go just like that. Perfect. And we're going to keep on doing it, placing it in various areas. I might use the entire bag, but once we're done with the lollipop. Then we just need to make a hole over here on the bottom. As you can see, it ended here. So where the PVC pipe should go should be right over here. We'll probably cut it to about 5 feet, maybe 5.5 feet tall. It's whatever you want. It's however tall you want it. And that's it. We're basically done with this. So let's glue this on and let's finish it off. To finish this off, we need to get a piece of PVC. This one is 1 inch diameter, and we're simply going to place it on the back of our cutouts. Now, you can make this whatever height you want. So these are probably going to be 6.5, almost 7 feet tall. I'm gonna use my knife right here, my utility knife, to create a channel in here so that this one can at least sit about 1/4 of an inch to 1/2 an inch in there. And then we're going to put some expanding foam, some window and door expanding foam in there, allow it to dry, and once it dries, we can paint it orange and we are done.